At what rate does the Sound Money software buy and sell precious metals at?
Oh, that's a great question. You see, we could have chosen to do this a lot of different ways. We could have chosen to peg it to spot price, where given the spot price of the day, we'd have a buy and a sell price. But we learned something through this COVID-19 crisis. We learned that the most valuable coins in the world are actually gold and silver eagles, right? Yep. We were taught that over and over again. They held the highest premiums. Another thing is we couldn't use a product that is in that reportable list of gold and silver coins. So we chose to peg it to gold and silver eagles at the member direct price for the purchase price, and to use the buyback price for 7K Metals members. And so those are what we're pegging it against, and makes it really simple. You get the highest value of buyback, and you also get to purchase items that are non-reportable and carry the highest premiums.
Fantastic. So, can a 7K Metals member send in their own metals to be stored?
They can send their silver or gold in if they're non-reportable items. So you could send in your monster box of silver eagles, and we can immediately put it in the Sound Money vault, add it to your account. Your gold eagles. You could even do some of the fractional denomination coins, gold coins. You could do silver maples. But if you got a bunch of bars and rounds, because of the reporting restrictions, we have to have issuing banks and a whole bunch of compliance. Yep. And so because of that, those items would not be able to go directly in. Now, you could sell them back through the traditional method and then repurchase these new items for the Sound Money Vault. And that's how we do that for you.
Impressive. Now, does 7K really back every single dollar it has in the Sound Money Vault and system with gold and silver?
That's an excellent, because there has been a lot of new startups in the last 6 months in this space. And I'm here to tell you, because we've researched them all, that 99% of them do not back the actual asset in a vault. Correct. They actually use third parties, and they actually have a big float window. It's actually really, really scary what they're doing. I can promise you, as the owners of 7K Metals, every single dollar we have is backed with a real gold or silver asset in the vault. And not only do we say that, we invite in the issuing bank to do a third-party audit on a monthly basis to guarantee that every dollar we've taken is backed by an ounce of gold or ounce of silver inside the Sound Money Vault.
It just keeps getting better. So if a 7K Metals member wants to have some of their stored metals shipped to them physically, what do they do?
Interesting you asked that, because there's a new startup out there that just did the opposite, right? They'll allow you to take possession of it, but they make you wait 6 weeks before they send it to you. Why? They don't have it. Yeah. It's not real, okay? They're playing the banking model of fractionalizing your asset, okay? We don't play those games. Because we have the asset in the vault, 1 business day shipping. You request an item. You say, hey, Josh, I want some silver eagles. I want my silver back. Done. 1 business day. We box it up and send it out to you.
Wow. I really appreciate that 7K Metals isn't playing any games like the others. Okay, but will I get back the exact same silver eagles that I sent in?
Let's say you sent in a monster box of 2018 silver eagles. And 3 months later, you say, you know what? I want those back in my possession. We're not going to send you the same box that you sent in. Yeah. Once it comes in, those assets are commingled together. But what we will send you for sure is a monster box of silver eagles. Correct. And so really simple how we do that, and it's 1 business day.
Well, that's very fair. Okay, our next question. Are there any fees associated with storage or the movement of metals and funds?
So that's an excellent question, and couple simple ways to look at this. We've tried to simplify this down to the simplest possible mechanism. For example, when you buy silver, your first $10,000 worth of silver is absolutely free to store. Your first $50,000 of gold, absolutely free to store. Above those quantities, there is a small nominal quarterly storage fee. But we've restricted that down to be the smallest fees in the space. And you can look at those details on the website. Likewise, if you want to transfer silver or gold amongst members, associate to associate or member to member, really small nominal fee to be able to do that. Just like you'd experience in some of the other platforms in the world, okay? Yep. Where peer-to-peer trading of assets takes place. We have a purchase price and we have a buyback price, and it's really that easy. Done.
How about the difference between storing collectibles and bullion in the private vault?
So when we're talking about bullion, we're talking about the sound money asset management side of the business, where you buy gold and silver and you can instantaneously transfer it between different assets, cash, silver, gold.
Right.
That is stored in a commingled vault, meaning all of those assets go together inside of a secure, fully insured vault, right?
Yep.
If you want to store collectible items, that can't be commingled. Those are unique to you. They have a unique serial number and they're yours. For those items, you have to have one of our Sound Money 7K Metals personalized vaults, the private vault. So those collectible items you can store in a private vault, and all the details are on the website about how those work. But those items can be stored in a private vault, and all bullion items have to be stored in the commingled side so that we can liquidate those assets quickly. You know, there's a lot of moving parts to being able to instantaneously convert your gold and silver back to cash and vice versa.
When it comes to the collector coin side, I think it's revolutionary because we're going to be able to track from inception to the future for each and every collector coin. And those collector coins that we send in for you to store in the private vault will be put in our own private drawer, and there's a barcode on it that tracks it. The bullion side of it is the commingled side, where if I send in a sleeve or a monster box of silver eagles and later request them to come back, then you're going to give me back the exact year and the exact type, like silver eagles, but they're not going to be the same exact box that I sent in.
Certain coins matter, right?
Yeah.
And some people, certain numbers matter. And being able to track a coin from infancy, when it's minted at the mint, to you and to future buyers of that coin in the future is a revolutionary idea.
So how does one cash assets out of Sound Money?
If you had assets within the Sound Money Management System, you would log into your back office. Let's say in this case you have 100 ounces of silver, and you say, you know what, I really need $500 today.
Yep.
You go into your back office, you literally just hit the transfer button to $500 cash. It instantaneously goes there, and it's then from that process, it's just like it currently is in 7K Metals. You can do one of two things. Request a physical check that will be cut within 24 hours and mailed out to your residence, or have it instantaneously within that same 24-hour window sent to your Pay Quicker account. It's a system we're used to. We've just made it so we've cut out literally 6 weeks of travel time of those precious metals moving back and forth across the country to get the cash in your hands.
Now, what everyone wants to know is how secure is the facility? Tell us about the security.
Our Sound Money vaults have the most state-of-the-art biometric-based security systems in the world. Likewise, these are computerized modules. They don't take keys or other things. They run off one-time QR codes, one-time use. They text the owner of that box immediately when the box is open and when the box is shut, and what was put inside. That's never been done, okay?
Yep.
It's big time technology that we've built for this. Likewise, we have actually went out and, like we said before, have third-party audits with Issuing Bank that comes in and audits everything, which allows us to have fully insured boxes and fully insured commingled spaces of metal inside of our vault. So security is a huge deal to us. We're super excited to be the really leading edge when it comes to security and technology for the storing of precious metals.
Why is there a difference between spot price and the Sound Money price for gold and silver buy and sell?
You know, the world goes off spot price. Spot price is strictly paper, right? That's the paper price if you're going to trade gold and silver. If we've learned anything during the COVID-19 experience, it's that spot price is highly manipulated.
Yep.
It dropped dramatically in this last 60 days. It dropped because of the flood of paper exchange of silver and gold. One of the things that we've noticed, though, is the actual tangible asset, a silver eagle, for example, or a gold eagle, maintained its same value. It didn't drop. It didn't go down. Silver went from $17 to all the way to $12 for a few days. At that moment, silver eagles stayed the exact same price as what they were before the crisis. How was that possible? Because what's called the premium. Nobody would transact or sell them for less money than that. One of the reasons is because it is guaranteed for its weight, content, and purity of silver by the United States government. That in and of itself is way different than a silver round or a silver bar. It's guaranteed, right? But those premiums stayed the same. So that's why we chose to be different than the rest of the world on this and only sell you at the gold and silver eagle price and buy back at the gold and silver eagle price, because that is stable. That's the real asset. And when we take that asset, let's say you want 10 silver eagles or gold eagles back out of the vault, out of your Sound Money vault. When we take those and we go sell them back to a supplier, they're going to give us that spot price plus the premium. You're the winner. You don't have this crazy volatility that we see in spot price every single day because you have the asset. And a side note, we don't have to then send you a 1099B form and you have to pay up to 50% tax on the